paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MetaShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MetaShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for MetaShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and huge nationwide PPO networks. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Hey kids, it's spring break in Montgomery and Prattville. Just off Atlanta Highway next to Richardson Soccer Field. Let's have some fun. Let's get the road before X-ray won't hold you through. We've got third row units ready to go and on sale. Don't worry about gas prices or casualties. That gas saver's ready to go with over 50 to pick from and no payments for up to 3 months. Ready to take a break from that credit score? We've got the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Are we having fun yet? Third row units ready to go. Gas savers 50 to pick from. No payments for up to 3 months. Banks and credit unions that want to say yes, yes, yes. So what about those sweet babies? Gaming stations in the showroom for fun. Pizza and drinks. Plus a 3-day vacation package to Myrtle Beach, Orlando with every purchase. Everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car to a dream vacation. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these vacation-ready rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Alexa smart speakers are great because you don't have to turn a dial or push a button to listen to News Radio 1440. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
I'm on it.
You're good to go.
In the morning. After weeks of being out of the public eye, Kate Middleton addresses her absence and shares with the world her medical challenges. Kevin Carr reports. On Friday afternoon, Kensington Palace released a video of Kate Middleton addressing her health after undergoing major abdominal surgery in January.
The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer has been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment.
Middleton had been out of the public eye since the surgery. On Mother's Day in England, she released a picture of herself and her children that had been photoshopped. This fueled a variety of rumors and conspiracy theories online. With the news of the cancer diagnosis, journalists and celebrities like Blake Lively, who had posted memes about the Photoshop picture, offered apologies. At the end of her video, Middleton offered a message of empathy for others going through cancer treatment.
At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
On Saturday, the Prince and Princess of Wales released a statement thanking people around the world for their thoughts and kind words. They said they are, quote, extremely moved by the public's warmth and support and are grateful for the understanding of their request for privacy at this time. Middleton's diagnosis comes 6 weeks after Buckingham Palace announced her father-in-law, King Charles, had been diagnosed with cancer in February. I'm Kevin Carr. Movie remake, a big hit with theater goers as the new Ghostbuster movie led the way at the box office. Correspondent Margie Zaraletta has the story.
Phoebe Spangler, stay inside this car. I have a ghost to bust. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire earned $45.2 million domestically in its debut weekend, according to studio estimates. It continues the story of the 2021 film Ghostbusters Afterlife, about the descendants of Harold Ramis's character Egon Spengler.
Your blood comes from dukes and great houses. Here, we're equal. What we do for the benefit of all.
I'd very much like to be equal to you.
Maybe I'll show you the way.
Dune Part 2 takes second place with Kung Fu Panda 4 in third. The Sydney Sweeney horror film Immaculate debuts in fourth. Arthur the King is number 5.
America in the Morning for Monday, March 25th, 2024 is produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Need food for a meeting? Make sure it goes right from start to finish. Order on easycater.com. One simple, reliable platform. With over 100,000 restaurants from national chains to local favorites, it's easy to find food for any taste or dietary need. And easycater has your back with 24/7 support to make sure everything goes right. Client lunches, team meetings, sales calls, company events, 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order online at easycater.com.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by others.
WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in New York, where Donald Trump is dealing with double trouble. In one case, the state attorney general could go after his assets if he doesn't pay a $454 million judgment in his civil fraud case. Correspondent Robert Costa is in Manhattan.
Today's bond is required to cover the judgment that found Trump inflated the value of key properties and his net worth to secure favorable loans while he appeals the verdict. New York Attorney General Letitia James told ABC News she's ready to act if he doesn't come up with the funds.
We will ask the judge to seize his assets.
James has already filed the judgment from the trial in Westchester County, where Trump's golf resort and Seven Springs estate are located.
The former president is expected to appear in a New York courtroom for a hearing in a separate case today involving a hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. 4 men accused in Friday's terror attack that killed at least 137 people in Moscow appeared in court, badly bruised and battered. Russia says 3 have admitted guilt. CBS's Deborah Packett is at the foreign desk.
Although ISIS has claimed responsibility, Putin pointed a finger at Ukraine, saying an escape route has been prepared on the Ukrainian side. It is a charge Ukraine flatly denies, and the US has categorically repudiated, but Russia needs Ukraine as a scapegoat.
There were multiple explosions in the Ukrainian capital overnight. Correspondent Cammy McCormick. Air raid sirens sounded in central Kiev and missiles were seen overhead. The U.S. ambassador to Ukraine said Russia has used hypersonic missiles to attack the capital. It was the third Russian attack on the Ukrainian capital in 5 days as the war stretches into its third year. Federal regulators say they're considering new temporary restrictions on United Airlines after a string of mid-air scares. Former NTSB chair Robert Sumwalt.
What makes this one unusual is that this is happening with one of the largest, oldest, and most respected airlines in the country.
Gas prices are soaring in California. They're at $4.99 a gallon statewide this morning. That's up almost 35 cents from a month ago. Analysts blame crude prices and spring break demand. Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani is expected to speak publicly for the first time since his former interpreter was fired over gambling and theft allegations. LA manager Dave Roberts.
I'm happy he's going to, speak to what he knows and give his thoughts on the whole situation. I think it'll give us all a little bit more clarity.
S&P futures down 17. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
There's something magical about unboxing. When you unbox BritBox, You uncover a world of British entertainment. Stream the UK's most brilliant series, including new and upcoming seasons of Shetland,
Good morning, everybody.
Brown, and Death in Paradise. Plus new originals like Payback, Irving Welsh's Crime,
put that
and
camera
Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Unbox BritBox and escape to the best of British TV. Stream with a free trial at BritBox.com.
Who are you gonna call when you need a boost at the movies?
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire really heat things up at the box office, making $45 million in its weekend debut.
Is something trying to get out?
Many things. According to Variety, its predecessor, Ghostbusters Afterlife, had a similar opening weekend during the pandemic.
I think we're all going to die.
A sign the 40-year-old franchise still has staying power. Ghostbusters also blasts Doom 2 into second place this week, followed by Kung Fu Panda 4 in third. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
The only thing missing in Paris was butter and jam. A race of about 200 waiters took off through the streets for the first time in more than a decade, carrying trays heaped with croissant, glasses of tap water, and small coffee cups, all intended to highlight the Summer Olympics. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
We see it every day. A guy comes into the men's clinic and guess what? The pills quit working, or they're sick of the side effects. And you know what else we see? Guys not confident in their relationship. At Montgomery Men's Health, we're the leaders in bedroom confidence. Understanding if you even need ED or low-T treatment should be the first step, and the next should be choosing the treatment or treatment combination to build your confidence. Our urologist and physician group is offering professional, modern treatments with success rates as high as 92% and decades of experience. Our doctors are not going to send you an email with what might work for most people. We're results-driven, concierge. You don't pay for medication, it's included, but you invest in the time it takes to get you where you want to be. We built an experience with discretion that takes the worry out of going to the doctor. In fact, we've normalized it for guys all over Montgomery. Come see our friendly team in Montgomery and find out why we've been #1 in men's health for years. Get a consultation and low-T blood work with results on your first visit for $99. Get your confidence back in the bedroom and beyond. Go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Shop the spring savings event going on now at American Oakenmore, where you will find huge savings store-wide. King-size veteran suits just $29.99. 8-foot table and 8 chairs, $19.99. England sofa, $17.99. Power reclining sectional, $33.99. Leather power recliners, $9.99. Beautiful console.
Alrighty then.
Outdoor furniture, 50% off. 12 months interest-free financing.
Why would I say from 30 years? Shop Amish Direct at American Oakenmore.
What is Amish Direct?
Furniture built to last and designed to inspire.
We set up partnerships with Amish shops in Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania.
By having these partnerships directly with these Amish families, we can offer custom-made items, heirloom quality, up to 70% off retail prices.
Outdoor furniture that is guaranteed to last for decades with little or no maintenance.
Bedroom suites, table and chairs, occasional tables, and much more.
Come see the Lake Martin Epoxy table.
Amish Direct at American Oakenmore.
At Guardian Credit Union, we believe that banking should be personal, just like the relationships we build with members. Imagine a place where you're not just a credit score, but a valued part of our community. At Guardian, our dedicated team takes the time to listen, understand, and tailor financial solutions that fit your unique needs. From buying a car to saving for college and even starting a small business, we've got you covered. Come experience the Guardian difference and let's achieve your financial goals together. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. Federally insured by NCUA.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon at Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. The Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And good morning, everybody. Hope this Monday finds you well. First, before we get started with anything, I got to have a conversation with you this morning. It's important, okay? Let's have a serious tone. It's about a killer, and its name is fentanyl. Fentanyl, you've heard of it. Did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021 from drug overdoses? It's time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Now, hope is real. Recovery is real. So if you are a family member or a friend is suffering from substance use disorder, call the Council on Substance Abuse or COSA now. That's 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629, or go to COSA, NCADD.org. That's NCADD.org. Let's get the help you need today. Call COSA, 334-262-1629, and get the help you need. Because what affects you affects everybody around you, especially those that love you. So call COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse. Don't delay anymore. You need some help? They're waiting for you. Waiting for your call. 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. Next up, it's our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective, or at least maybe, just maybe, give you a new one. Okay.
So your day, the moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And again, good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine this morning, if you can. It's one more day, one more. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. Time to rise and shine. Time to get up. Time to be thankful for one more day. It is time for our daily bread. It is March the 25th. A word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, Love God by Loving Others. Our scriptural insight today comes from Matthew 25:31 through 40. But Matthew 25 and 40 reads, Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, good morning. It is March the 25th. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that once it's gone, it shall never, ever come again. It is a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and once it's gone, you don't get a do-over, you don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, March the 25th, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done. If not for yourself, for others. If you've lived a while, you've been around a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the love, the mercy, and charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, We may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for as long as you can, and reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life. You'll always be successful because you're only a failure if you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never give up. You never quit because quitters will never win. And winners may lose a thing or two because we all do. They never give up. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. The Chinese say a journey of 1,000 miles always begins with the first step. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, whatever it is, always, always keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never quit. And no matter what happens this day, it is still a great day to be alive. Can I get an amen? I hope we can. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading is titled Love God by Loving Others and was written by me, Elisa Morgan. The Alba family experienced the rare occurrence of birthing two sets of identical twins just 13 months apart. How did they juggle their parental responsibilities as well as their jobs? Their community of friends and family stepped in. Grandparents on both sides took a set of twins during the day so the parents could work and pay for health insurance. One company gave a year's supply of diapers. The couple's co-workers donated their personal sick days. We couldn't have done it without our community, they agreed. In fact, during a live interview, the co-host removed her mic and ran after one renegade toddler, continuing the communal investment. In Matthew 25, verses 31 to 46, Jesus tells a parable to make the point that when we serve others, we serve God. After listing acts of service, including providing food to the hungry, drink to the thirsty, lodging for the homeless, clothes for the naked, and healing for the sick, Jesus concludes, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Imagining Jesus as the ultimate recipient of our kindness is true motivation to serve in our neighborhoods, families, churches, and world. When he prompts us to sacrificially invest in the needs of others, we serve him. When we love others, we love God. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Matthew chapter 25, verses 31 to 40. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? The king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Let's pray. Loving God, open our eyes to the needs of others around us so that we can help meet them and love you better. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Elisa Morgan, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now, let us pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And don't forget our local heroes, Montgomery Police Department, the Montgomery Sanitation Department, who are always out there, rain, sleet, or snow. They're always on the go. I like that. I got to put that on the side of the trucks there. Anyway, and what else? Who else? The Sheriff Department, Cunningham, Mr. What's his name? Yes, Derek Cunningham. Now, good morning to him. Montgomery Police Department and Dale Abbott and the gang, all those guys out there. Hey, I still love you all. We just disagree on some things at the time, but that's okay. I still love you. Don't worry about it. And also, let's say good morning to the mayor. Is he in town? Wait, I know it's rare, but I think he's here today. I think. I'm not sure. Somebody do GPS on him. See where he is. Anyway, tell him I said good morning. I'm not kissing up. But if I do, and when I do, it's only for people who can do something for me. I'm just saying. If you're going to pucker up, don't pucker up free. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town, so you got to give homage. You got to pay. You got to pay homage to the keepers of the flame, and that's Gunner Air Force Base. Well, that's the annex actually. Maxwell Air Force Base. Montgomery doesn't really look like an Air Force town, do it? No, it doesn't. But it is. And besides that, the Air Force put air in airborne. Something I know a little something about. Even though there are those that doubt my credibility. Mm-hmm. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they cut it short to Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, always faithful. The United States Marine Corps. Anybody want to hear that story one more time? I didn't think so. And good morning. It's 7:23 in the morning. When is the special election? Anybody know that? When is the Brubaker and the lady and Daniels and whatever his name is, Samardzija, whatever it is. I mean, to me, it's just I haven't talked to the guy. Talked to his wife though, And she said she's gonna tell him to call her brother. But I guess he figured that, since I'm on this side of town, he didn't really need me because he got all that money coming from Washington D.C. So hey, if you got all that money and you got pictures of you and both presidents, I mean, what you need little Elkins for in the city of Montgomery? But anyway, we'll see. But I haven't heard from what's his name? Figures? Yeah, I haven't heard from Figures, but I have heard from Mr. Daniels. He's like a capable and a very intelligent young man, as a matter of fact. I kind of like him. I don't like it very much when I got to kiss people's butt to come on, to make all kind of messages, leave this, leave that. I mean, listen, I am the mayor of the airways. People don't have to call me 48 times. I mean, now if I don't answer, it's because I just don't want to. But but I answer just about everybody that tries to reach out to me because I'm a nice guy like that. You never know who you may need on your later years or whatever the case may be. But anyway, good morning to all of you. Hope that they find you well. A lot of things going on. Nothing particularly in the news except that I sure hope that President Trump, former President Trump, got that money I sent him. I don't know if that's going to help him out with his case today, but I did send him $10. I mean, I figure if a million of us sent him $10, then that's like some little money in it. I'm just saying. Okay, well, 80 million voted for him. So if 80 million people sent him $10, then he'd be all right this morning. I'm just saying. So I hope he got that money. I had to dig way deep to get that $10 to send it to a rich man. But every once in a while, you got to help your brothers out. Okay, and me and Trump are tied to the hip. Okay, I'm just saying. I sent that $10 there. And when I get the check back, I'll let you know. I'll let you know that they cashed it. Okay, it'll probably say the Bank of New York or something like that on it. So I just sent it to the campaign headquarters. Okay, unless somebody took. Oh wait a minute. I sent a $10 bill. I didn't send a check. Yeah, I didn't send a check. Yeah, I didn't send a check. Okay, so either way. Okay, I hope the $10 gets to him. I mean, wow, I didn't think about that. Till just now. I just said, man. Whoa. Okay, I wrapped it in a piece of paper, though. That's why I thought it was a check. I wrapped the $10 bills in a piece of paper so he'd get it. Hopefully he got it Friday. Okay? And if everybody else in the country that voted for Trump is sending him $10, okay, I would have sent 20, but I had the light bill to pay. So I couldn't afford 20, so I had to give him $10. But hopefully 80 million, what is 80 million? What is 80 million times $10? Let me see if that enough. Let me ask Siri. Hey Siri. Okay, what is 80 times $10? No, excuse me. Forget that. No, forget that.
The answer is $800.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Hey Siri. What is 80 million times $10?
It's $10 million.
Okay, that ain't gonna be enough. That ain't gonna be enough. Okay, 10 million. Okay, that's not going to be enough, but it ought to put something in. Okay. Well, listen, we may need to up that money. Okay, then. Anyway, so let's take a break. We'll come back. So if 80 million people sent $10, that's $10 million. Well, okay, he needs a little bit more than that. Okay, like 500 million. Okay, well, listen, we took a chunk out of it. To the poor folk, we took a chunk out of it. Now, here's what I don't quite understand. Now people did make. Now, if you got so many rich friends, why ain't they helping Trump? Why ain't they helping Trump? Because they don't like him either. So that means that we're on the right track here. We ought to reelect them. Because anytime your own folks don't like you, yeah, it's time to do something. All right. So we got to about 12 o'clock today to come up with that money. So we need to get on the phone. Okay, we need to raise that up to about $50. Okay, let's see. We had 50. Still ain't enough. I think whatever hell her name is up there, I think she's being kind of cruel to my man right there. That's a lot of money to have to come up with. $500 million. Never in the history of America has anybody had to put up that kind of money. Never. Anyway, okay, I have to dig deep down. I'm gonna send him 100. Okay, I'm gonna send him $100. Okay, I just got to do it. So, okay, now 100 times 80 million people. I'll figure that out when I come back. Anyway, so we'll be back after this. We gotta dig way deep down and get that $100. Okay, to send to Trump. We can do it on Cash App. Okay, I'm just saying, everybody send them $100 on Cash App and let them continue to run this race. 7:28 in the morning. I know you guys are, I feel you. I feel you. Listen, sacrifice like me, okay? I did send that $10 bill. I guess that somebody probably took that $10 bill out of the envelope and had lunch with it or something. Anyway, we'll be back.
WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Your Monday is going to be a cloudy day, but a dry day. Temperatures get up into the low 70s, very similar to yesterday. It will be breezy with wind speeds 15 to 20 miles an hour, and some wind gusts over 20 miles an hour will certainly occur throughout the day. Tonight, most of the night's dry, but late we will see some rain and a few storms move in from the west, and rain and storms are likely tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow is another breezy day.
That's your forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery's Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven.
Oh, really?
News Radio 1440.
Montgomery, right now things are looking pretty good. Nothing.
Well, we can get we can help
out
there with that kind of money.
The surrounding counties, they're clear. Looking at your traffic flow maps, no backups or slowdowns. This is all good news. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Spring is here at Premier Place. Now,
okay, well, if you do get some color, we'll talk about it.
Sweet Frog Frozen Yogurt. It's all at Premier Place in Prattville, another great McClinton and Company development. Welcome back. It's the law for Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is Major Delay.
Good morning. I'm Chaz Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. March Madness continues with the NCAA tournament, and Alabama's men's basketball team is now back in the Sweet 16, beating Grand Canyon last night. Alabama advanced to the Sweet 16 for the 10th time overall, and the third time in the last 4 seasons under the current coach. The team will face the University of North Carolina Thursday in Los Angeles. Political news now. For the second time this month, Alabama lawmakers will not debate bills inside the State House because they're on spring break, and we're told this is a constituent work week. Big bills like gambling legislation still need to be addressed. Lawmakers return next week. Happening this week, a new memorial is set to open in downtown Montgomery that honors the lives of millions of enslaved people. The Freedom Monument Sculpture Park will overlook the Alabama River, a primary route for trafficking, selling, and trading enslaved people. Set to open this Wednesday. I'm Chaz Williams with your morning headlines.
Need food for a meeting? Make sure it goes right from start to finish. Order on easycater.com, one simple, reliable platform. With over 100,000 restaurants from national chains to local favorites, it's easy to find food for any taste or dietary need. And easycater has your back with 24/7 support to make sure everything goes right. Client lunches, team meetings, sales calls, company events, 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order online at easycater.com.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances and harm your family.
The power of
Every situation is different. Our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Oh man, I have another hangnail. You shouldn't pick at your toes. Daddy says you might cause ingrown toenails. Speaking of Daddy, it's time to remind people how important it is to see a podiatrist. Yeah, Shannon, our dad, Dr. Brian Kelly, treats things like tendonitis and bunions. If a person is diabetic, it's important to have a foot exam by a podiatrist. Call today for an appointment at 265-7585. Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kelly, and as a podiatrist, it is my job to identify small problems in your feet and help prevent them from becoming big problems. New government regulations allow for an annual diabetic foot exam to cut down on the number of amputations and control the cost of health care. So call me, Dr. Brian Kiley, at 265-7585. That's 265-7585. Locations in Montgomery and Greenville. Follow us on Facebook at Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to feel in control. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Well, math has never actually been my greatest forte. Me and the math people, we had an agreement. I wouldn't try to teach math, and they don't need to teach computers. Okay, so I'm just saying so math is. I think I got the number all wrong a few minutes ago. I think of like 80 million of us. If we all put $10 together, yeah, it would be enough. Yeah, it would be enough for him to. We don't have to give $100. 860-1440 is the number. All right, who is this? Like I don't know. Good morning. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Listen, I knew I was in the right ballpark. I was on the wrong base. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, then. Well, let's get those checks rolling because he needs our help. Okay. Appreciate it. I never have been that great at math. I mean, I know my weaknesses and I know my strength. You know what I'm saying? And math was just not. Now I can count my money. If I go to McDonald's and it costs $5.50 and I give a guy a $10 bill, I know what I'm supposed to get back. But me and trigonometry and calculus, algebra, I didn't understand the concept of all those things. An A equals X and X equals what? X? What X got to do with math? C. Now my son Z, he do all that stuff. Now make me look stupid. Well, he can do that. So Emmanuel, I think we were we wasn't really in the math thing too much. Except counting that money. We can count that money. That's the only counting I was doing. Anyway, 7:36 in the morning. You want to give us a call? 860-1440 before I get on something else here that's more serious. Good morning. Good morning, Ed. I am fine. Now don't blow it. And you really do need another telephone because nobody can really understand what you're saying. I mean, I put up with it for a long time, but you need a telephone. Ed, why would I lie to you, sir? Seriously, why would I lie to you? It's all muffled. Nobody really knows what you're saying. So I'm just telling you, you need wait a minute, how many years I've been telling you, if I gotta listen to you, then let me hear what you're saying. Nobody can hear, but it sounds all muffled. It just you need another phone. Do you need us to get you a phone? Because I'll take up a collection. We'll get you one. Okay. Well, now you don't know who told me. Everybody says it. Yeah. You don't do it. Okay. God got ears that the rest of us don't have. Okay, but your phone is muffled. It sounds terrible, actually. Okay, well, if you don't want to hear what I'm telling you, then why am I listening to you? I'm telling you, your phone is bad. Okay, I mean, all this explain, it's bad. If we got to hear you in the morning, if we got to deal with you, at least allow us to be able to hear what you say. That's all I'm telling you. You'll never know because we can barely hear you. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, Ed. Okay, somebody just dogged me here. Okay, somebody he said, brother, that's just simple multiplication, not algebra or trigonometry. Okay, don't say nothing else about MPS student. Okay, now here's the difference though. Here's the difference. Okay, here's the difference. I can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division without a problem. Now the rest of that stuff, well, yeah, I really, and again, I was trying to go fast with my computation there, and I was off by 0 or 2. I'm getting older, so my mind don't work the way it used to work sometimes. I'm just saying, but I do have a diploma and some certification. I have taken multiple tests. Hey, and I passed the ASVAB without a problem, brother. Yes, I did, and I went through BNOC and all that stuff. So, I'm a pretty smart kid. I was a pretty smart guy. But I will admit to you that math, it kind of gives me a hiccup every once in a while. But not okay. Basic multiplication, basic division. I'm good at that because most of us don't need algebra and the things we do. Although we do use it every day and we don't even know it. Like braking a car, look, speed versus distance to stop and stuff like that. Yeah, we use it, but we don't really know. See, the people who make automobiles and things of that nature, yeah, they should know about algebra and trigonometry and things like that because they got to keep us safe. But me personally, I just know if I'm going 190 miles an hour and I got about 300 feet up there, so I can't wait until I get right up there and put on the brakes. No, I can't do it. So I do use algebra every day and trigonometry and all that stuff, but I don't know what to call it. Good morning. Doing good. Good. Doing good. Well, I mean, I don't think we know. I mean, you would think that's what it would have been because that's what terrorists do. Well, now wait a minute. Now you don't know if Ukraine did it or not. Now, come on. Now we don't know. Yeah. What did Russia do when they started shooting at Ukraine and killing their people? But wasn't that a terrorist act too? We know Russia. We know Russia invaded. We know Russia invaded Ukraine. We know that. Yes. Well, Russia got the big boots over there. Well, we don't know if Ukraine had anything to do. Wait a minute, we don't know if Ukraine had anything to do with that terrible thing over there. We don't know that. Well, we absolutely know for a certainty. We absolutely know with a certainty that Russia invaded Ukraine. We know that. Well, that was an act of war. I don't know if terrorism is the right vernacular to say that, but we do know that the Russians invaded that country and started a war with them. Right. Well, I'd say, well, let me ask you, what's the difference? Well, I don't know. Now, here's the deal. I do not know if Russia had declared through political means had declared war on Ukraine, and I still don't know if they have declared war. But I don't know. Yeah, somebody killed him. Somebody killed him. Well, somebody killed him. Oh. Well, of course we know what would happen, but somebody would be doing an investigation. Yeah, I mean, we cry for dogs, and we cry quicker for dogs than we do people. Again, listen. It's a terrible situation over there. But nobody's crying. Nobody's crying for what happened to those folks in Israel that on October the 7th. Well, again, that I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm not. But if you over there and killed my family, I'm gonna try to do my best to take vengeance on you, whatever it takes. So I yeah. All right, appreciate it. Listen, everybody's got their thinking about what's going on in Israel, but I got to tell you, unless you live there, and that those people have a right to protect their food, okay, minding their own business. And I'm sorry, you got a right to do that. And let me tell you something: if somebody came to America right now overnight and killed some of our citizens, and like they did in 911. Yeah, I'm with them. Mm-hmm. We'll be back. It is 7:46 in the morning. We'll be right back.
Traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven. On News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities. Looking at your traffic flow, a little slow, 85 southbound around Chantilly Parkway. Outside of that, clean and green. Haynes Ambulance is there for you both on the ground and in the air. From a simple patient transport to life and death situations,
Change is ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Popular bookmaker One Win has recently announced that they'll be hosting a series of tournaments across numerous game titles. The first one being a Dota 2 tournament with a prize pool of $100,000 that just happened this past weekend. Other bookmakers have been making strides in the gaming scene recently, hosting their own tournaments and sponsoring teams and organizations. BetBloom, ThunderPick, and BetGG are some of the other companies entering the competitive gaming mix.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon at Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement. Activities for kids and a remarkable STEM Expo. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
If you're a homeowner, the last thing on your mind just may be your roof, until it's the first thing on your mind. Call Roofing World now and get 20% off all labor and materials. That's an average savings of $5,000 on both metal and shingle roof options. And with our low monthly payment plans, you can finance for as low as $99 a month. Roofing World. Roofing World. Don't put your roof off another day. Lock in 20% off all labor and materials on metal or shingle roofs. And on average, save $5,000 with payments as low as $99 a month. Call now for a free estimate and peace of mind. 1-800-NEW-ROOF. That's 1-800-NEW-ROOF.
The biggest selection, a lifetime warranty.
At the best prices guaranteed.
Roofing World. Roofing World.
Call now. 1-800-NEW-ROOF. That's 1-800-NEW-ROOF.
Is your foot pain becoming a hassle? Can't get through a workday without pain? Can't go shopping without limping down the aisles? I'm Dr. Brian Killey, a board-certified podiatrist with specialized training in endoscopic procedures for heel pain and neuromas. Most diagnostic procedures can be performed right in the office, saving you the time and trouble of going from place to place. So don't run around town to fix your feet. Call me at 265-7585 for an appointment. That's 265-7585. Serving Montgomery, Greenville, and surrounding areas for over a decade. Follow us on Facebook or visit us on the web at www.greenvillefootcare.com, where doctors' profiles, directions to the office, hours of operation, and new patient paperwork are all just a click away. You can also find useful information on common foot conditions and services that we provide. I'm Dr. Brian Killey with Greenville Foot Care. Happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
The Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
Okay, We're back. 7:53 in the morning. If you got to be there by 7 o'clock, you're late. We got to be there by 8 o'clock. You got 7 minutes by which to arrive. And I'll get major delayed to say that, tell us what the traffic is out there. Maybe you can tell your boss there's an accident or something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. It's a Monday morning. And it's the first day of spring break. So hopefully people in Florida, from Alabama and Florida won't be going to jail. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Yeah. Mm, mm. That's true. We so hypocritical, especially as Americans sometimes, to complain about the other guy's backyard, but not our own. So, I don't know. I saw that. Yeah. Mhm. No, it is. It is. I did see that. As a matter of fact, I didn't know exactly. I saw the video. I didn't know exactly where it was happening. But, it is. And people dressed in uniform. I mean, it's just can't. Yeah, I just can't find that. All right, appreciate that. I'd say one thing. Trump may not be the answer to our question or to our problem down at that border, but we know absolutely for sure that President of the United States, the guy that's in that White House here right now, it's I can't even say on the radio what I think he. But he's not protecting this country. It's a violation of your oath of office. To uphold the Constitution of the United States, like every last one of us, from the president on down, raise our hand and say, "I do solemnly swear." And to do that, and that's what the president has to say too. And I personally think he ought to be impeached for that. Really, I think he ought to be impeached for not upholding his constitutional obligation to this country. I'd say we're going to be sent back to Delaware someplace. I mean, how do you allow people to just unbridled come to this state and attack our soldiers? See, me, I'm the National Guard leader down there. You shoot them, okay? You shoot them, okay? That's an attack against the country and against our young men and women. So, hey, man, kill them, tase them or something, do something to them. So everybody don't think it's a free for all to get into the United States of America. Something is going to happen because of that bill. And we don't know what yet, but it's coming. Okay, it's coming. And when it happens, people all over this country, you know what first thing we're going to say? How did that happen? Some disease is going to get in here, thousands of people. Somebody may bring one of those mini nuclear devices. It's something going to happen. Mark my word. And I don't know what it is. It is going to happen. Okay. Hey, don't have any time taking more calls, so you got to hold on right. Okay. Hey, you only got about 30 seconds. You can say what you got to say. I say that's right. You can you are invading a country. You are invading a country. Okay, yeah, you're invading our country. Absolutely. We have a right to protect our sovereignty of this nation. That's why we have borders. Okay? Major thing, they're willing to fight over here, but not fight in their own country. We'll be back.
12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jennifer Williams with WSFA.
Radio 1440 WLWAM, the home of Sean Hannity, also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The deadline arrives for Donald Trump to fork over $454 million in bond or face the consequences in his civil fraud judgment in New York. CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
She can drain Trump's bank accounts by having a sheriff or a marshal walk into a bank where Trump has an account. We can just have them turn over those funds. And because things stay here, this could happen immediately. Normally, with an individual, the bank has to wait 27 days to do this.
The former president is expected to appear in a New York courtroom in another case today, his hush money trial involving Stormy Daniels, to ask for another delay. Scheduled to begin April 15th. A shakeup just announced at a major plane manufacturer. CBS's Jim Priscilla.
Boeing says CEO Dave Calhoun will leave the company at the end of the year. The word comes as Boeing is under immense pressure from airlines wanting to know how it plans to fix manufacturing problems. The chairman of Boeing's board of directors has also announced he won't seek re-election.
Federal are considering new restrictions on United Airlines. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve is at the airport in Phoenix.
The FAA is considering a series of potential temporary measures, including halting new routes the airline is now already selling tickets for, halting its ability to put new airplanes into service, and or halting United from approving newly promoted captains to fly.
They're bracing for bad weather in parts of the South today. Odyssey meteorologist Todd Allen.
The enhanced risk of showers and thunderstorms and reaching severe limits is mostly across portions of Louisiana and Mississippi for today. But it expands on out and goes on up into Arkansas, portions of Tennessee and Kentucky.
A spring snowstorm has brought blizzard condition to parts of the upper Midwest. Rescue officials near Philadelphia have given up hope of finding a 6-year-old girl alive after she fell into a creek Saturday that flows into the Delaware River. Chester Fire Commissioner John Paul Shirley.
We were always hopeful that we could find something, but now there's just without a doubt, once we have the sun on our side and we're able to do a much more thorough search, for those who can be rescued, we can do it.
If you go to church for Easter Sunday, you could have lots of room to spread out. A new Gallup poll finds only 3 in 10 Americans say they go to services every week. About 1 in 3 say they never do. The most observant, Latter-day Saints, normally known as Mormons. 2/3 of them say they attend church weekly or nearly weekly. Protestants rank second, followed by Muslims and Catholics. S&P futures down 15. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit quirky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, or overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. You will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will give you a call and work with you into a term life policy you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's like us too. Call 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777 or BigLou.com.
A fast food chain is making changes. CBS's Matt Piper has the details.
Chick-fil-A says it will no longer serve antibiotics chicken. It's backtracking from its no antibiotics ever closed. It now embraces standard known as no antibiotics importance in human medicine. The new policy begins now, and Chick-fil-A says the reason is that the availability of high-quality chicken that meets its standards became a concern. And their also recently switched from its antibiotic-free policy in its pork and turkey products.
That's Matt Piper reporting. The Energy Department has just announced $6 billion to cut carbon footprints at U.S. industrial plants, including one that turns out a food favorite. Kraft Heinz plant in Holland, Michigan is among them. Others affected include steel and cement factories. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
One in four Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by having their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's Easter Seals. Maybe yours at EasterSeals.com. Are you the parent of a 2-to-7-year-old? Listen closely. 23 years old, and now you probably heard of ABC Now, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere. ABC knows that the little one in the it has helped her so much. Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try a free month. You have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Sponsored by Agent Learning.
The internet is fast and unconditional. You don't have to go that far to hear your favorite talk hosts. Search and listen at newsradio1440.com.
And before we get started, let's have a serious talk, and it's about a killing in news. You know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021 from drug overdoses. It's time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real, recovery is real, and if you or your family member or a friend are suffering from substance abuse disorder, please call the Council on Substance Abuse COSA right now. Okay, at 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. Or go to COSANCABB.org. Let's get some help today. So call COSA 334-262-1629 and get the help you need right now. My last caller actually showed the difference between one-on-one care and the people hang onto a rope. We call it air assault, and then the 82nd Airborne. Okay, we don't go to serve plates. Okay, if you attack our citizens on their own border, somebody needs to have a can of whip ass open up. Okay, you attack our people on border on our the country in the world that allows people to come in their border the way we're doing. One Marine got lost one day, ended up in Mexico. He spent 2 years in prison, okay, trying to get him out. Okay, yeah. You want to kill him? You can sure put some non-lethal weaponized stuff on him. I'm getting sick of it. We all took an oath. I one-on-one everyone did take that oath, but I personally took an oath to defend the United States of America against all foreign and domestic. It ain't expired. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Yes. Morning. Which fact is that? I don't care. Yes. Right? We're up to 80. We rounded it off. Yeah. 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 Well, listen. Well, the ones that wait, hold on, wait. The voters that showed up after midnight don't count. Yeah. 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 Okay. Well, the ones that came in after dark don't count. Okay. Yeah. 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 Now let me ask you a question. Let me. I know I can solve this. I I can solve this one. Did you raise your hand and say I will protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America? So help me God. Did you say that? Eh, okay. Yeah. Right. I thought they would too, but he don't. Well, we can tell nowadays in America. Yeah. 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 Well, listen. I'm with you. The Republicans right now are disgrace to manhood. Okay, I'm just it is it is. You and I ain't gonna agree on too many things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Okay. Appreciate it. Good morning. Thanks for holding. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Close it down. Close it down. I did it anyway. Right, but there's nothing in the Constitution that says that we have to allow people illegally in this country. Yeah. There's nothing in the law that says you have to let people in who come here illegally. Again, then why don't we just leave all of our houses open and let anyone who wants to move in our house just move in? Mm-hmm. He already has the power. He already has the power to do it. Mm-hmm. Well, last time I checked, people who are not citizens, no, because last time I checked, people who are not citizens are not covered by our Constitution. I don't remember him ever closing it down. He said he said people from certain, right, right, and they allow that. They allow that. The court said he could do that. The court said the way the court did approve that. All right, you want to put it? You want to put it down? You want to put it down? Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, the court did agree with him. They can stay in Mexico. Yeah. But wait a minute. Trump wasn't in office when he said that. So when somebody who's not in office, I don't have a clue because they don't have a domain. You talking about Green? I don't know if she's running anything. But then I guess somebody's got to have a seat. Well, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm familiar with what they're supposed to do, but what they're actually doing, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, yeah, I know. And their main function is to protect the Constitution of the United States, which in effect protects this country. That's their main number one job, and they're not doing it. But they attacked our troops last week, and are you telling me that that does not call for some retribution? Yeah. 10 million people says we haven't been that strong. 10 million illegal immigrants in America says we haven't been that strong. Standing, having, only if those laws are carried out. Well, all I know is the president has more authority than he said he has on these press conferences. He has the authority to manage that border. Okay. Okay. No, he wouldn't. And then he tells Texas, wait a minute, then he tells the governor of Texas that he does not have the right to protect its citizens. What kind of crap is that? It is crazy. Oh, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. We need to put 10,000 German shepherds on the border. Whatever it takes to protect our country. Whatever it takes at any cost. We've already had. Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? We've already had people pay that cost in Arlington Cemetery right now, and cemeteries all across the world. So the cost has been paid. Sure. Yeah. And more great than bad, I would say. Because it had not been for the United States, the world would be a lot different than it does right now. But you don't get there by letting people flood your borders, change your whole culture in your country, and without repercussion. You don't need a law that says you can't break into my house. No, no, you don't. You have a right to the. It's called the castle doctrine. And America is our castle, and we get to defend it. It's a doctrine. What's it? The cap? I ain't talking about stand your ground. I'm talking about the castle doctrine. Yeah, yeah. I ain't talking about stand your ground, but that's the same. That's the same premise. Is that you have a right to protect the country. Okay, listen. We just disagree, and we can continue to disagree. I, I'm telling you, the president of the United States has a hell of a lot more authority than you and I do, and he has the authority to control that border, and they have not done it. Yeah. Okay. The president of the United States already has authority to manage the border. That's why we have border. That's why we have border patrol. Yeah. We don't need. We got National Guard. We got We got military bases on it. We don't need to have more border patrol to manage our border. We need to let the people do their job. Wait a minute. National Guards are not active. When they're activated, they are active duty. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. You don't need a law. The president already has the authority right now to manage that border. We got border patrol, homeland security. We already have the necessary tools to manage the border. What we don't have is a president with some gonad. That's what we don't have. I don't know any. You got to show it to me. You got show me the law that says the president cannot close the border. Okay, I appreciate it. I'll look at it. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I didn't say nothing about that. I mean, they brought that up. Okay. I didn't put that on Ukraine. Right. That's what they said. Hmm. If a foreign wait a minute, hold on. If a foreign people come to our border and attack our troops, they have a right to defend themselves. They're American citizens. And didn't a whole bunch of people get killed on January the 6th? The only person that got killed was an American woman by the Secret Service. They did not. They didn't get killed. One guy died 2 days later of a heart attack. And the only person that got killed was that woman, Air Force veteran, by the Secret Service. Okay. South Carolina. What happened in South Carolina? Yeah, I don't know, but nah, nah, nah. I didn't call myself spend time in the military. We still have a right to defend our country. We have a right to defend our nation. Well, I took an oath. You didn't take that oath. I did. Yeah, I, I did. Now, no, no, no. You shouldn't come across the border illegally. And we said if they started attacking our guys last week, and I think they have a right to defend themselves. Yeah, appreciate you calling. Can I take a break?
Did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
People are happier with it. That sounds like something that you that is another share to paper healthcare and save anything is like $500 a month. And that is huge. But also too, the people way more satisfied in making this. Remember that actually the share is double and it would healthy people. Double. And share works. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and huge use of having now what you can take time and be better. You can get happy with how you're taking care of your health care. If you're self-employed or part of the economy, you can call right now. See what you can say. This is a very, very smart use of humor. Here's the number one. 855-51-50. 855-51-50. 855-51-50. And ready to soar beyond the horizon and Maxwell Hilton Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Take 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking plus free shuttle service in Patterson Field, Franklin Bowl. Enjoy food and drinks while witnessing America's fastest rider in action. Activities for the kids. Multiple stand-up shows. Mr. Blaine Airway Performances by the U.S. Navy and Navy. See you there.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital. Miracles never come easy. That's where his greatest children's hospitals are. They need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your children's miracle network.
You can set reminders in your grocery list. And play your favorite talk show all with your smartphone speaker.
And again, like I know I was right about this. In 2019, remaining in Mexico, officially known as the Migrant Protection Protocol, is in the United States immigration policy originally implemented on January 2019 under the administration. And what's his name came in office 3 years ago, he did away with it. So that's why the overburdensome problem at the border had been quelled for a while because the president at that time said, "Listen, stay over there till we can figure out your asylum, okay, your asylum thing." So then the idiot in chief now is in there now. So we're going to do away with that. And so now we're already giving people $3,000 a month, plus food stamp, all kind of things from Ukraine and all other places. Now we got other people coming in from the southern border, and now I heard last week we got folks coming from the northern border from Canada now. And nobody's paying attention to our borders anymore. So now people just coming across the northern border now. Why don't we just let the National Guard and the Border Patrol go home? Okay, just let them go home. Come on, who's this? Yeah. Who's calling the shot? Biden is. Yeah, we do. Trump is not in office. He's not in office. He can't do nothing. Trump is not in office. He's not in office. No, listen. Oh, well, who's running the White House now then? Well, who's running the White House now then? Trump's not in office. Because you're bringing the things that's irrelevant. Because he's not in office. I'm here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what you're telling me is, okay, no. What you're telling me is that those constitutional officers, senators, and members of House of Representatives are following the dictates of somebody that's not in office. Okay, okay, okay. Well, then we got the wrong people in that body also. That's true. They don't. They don't. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, and now the Republicans are leaving the House so the Democrats can take it over. Woo! We're in some serious trouble. Good morning. Yes. I couldn't change it. Hmm. Well, you know, work for it. You might work for itself. You never can tell. You might work for itself. You never can tell. I mean, okay, I'll do that. I appreciate it. Uh, anyway, what else is going on today anyway? All right, I'm really on that border thing. I just think, and okay, so here, let me get this right. There's a category of people in America that are going to really, really suffer because of illegal aliens, AI, artificial intelligence, all kinds of things. You think it's tough now to get a job that pays anything. It is certainly going to be even tougher now if we don't crack down on people just coming in. And we're talking about not only for the southern border now we got folks coming in from the northern border. Okay. So I get this, what the hell? I ain't got to go all the way down there. I just cross right here. So, I mean, because nobody really cares. Okay. I don't blame the people. Let me make sure I get this right. I don't blame people for wanting to come to America and try to make a better living for themselves and their families and for their kids. Nobody can blame you. But I do blame us for not safeguarding our country. Okay? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But when a U.S. Marine gets lost and spends 2 years in jail in Mexico because he went across the border and they said illegally, but he didn't know where he was. 2 years in jail. And we want to open up the door in America and let everybody in Mexico that's from Venezuela, Noriega, Nicaragua, and all these places, Venezuela, all of them come to the United States. Something is going to happen. Either a disease is going to be brought here, or something is certainly going to happen. It's not a matter of if; it's just a matter of when. And then you know what we're going to say then, because hindsight's all. How do we let that happen? How do we? So do we? Are we going to need another 911 to get people's attention now about our country and the safety and the safety and the sanctity of this nation? Are we going to need? Is that what's going to have to happen to us? Somebody's going to have to come in and kill some more Americans for us to finally get serious about this? We'll see. We shall see. Good morning. Who's this? I know, but get person and the 9 o'clock hour. Let's call back in. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. What mention was that? She went back to want to go back. I left her there. She came here legally. We're not talking about people who come here legally. Okay, well, front full of hot air most time. We're not talking about people coming to America. No. We're talking about people who come here illegally. Now the water's still white. Okay, I'm good. I ain't too much, it's got to get a lot harder for me to get out there. Yeah. Listen, I lived in Honolulu for 5 years. I don't need to see no more water. I've seen plenty of. Yeah, so I'm good. Yeah. Oh, this 6 8. Well, I guess we're gonna start getting them next week. I guess it's next week. It's next month. I asked when it was. Yeah. But the only races I'm concerned about is Dick Brubaker and the woman and Samari, whatever, Samari Figures and Mr. Daniel. Anybody else? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Now I can't understand. Yeah. Huh? Nah. They're gonna beat her. Now I don't care about the ads. People don't vote on ads. We gonna beat her. We know who Dick is. We don't know who she is. And as a matter of fact, since there's such a whim, they haven't reached out to me to come on the show. Listen, if they can't come up here, then I don't pay much attention to them. Well, sometimes you got to do it. Yeah. But Dick wouldn't talk bad about her anyway, though. He's talking about the things he's done. And that's what the Obama said. They bring a knife, you bring a gun. So everybody got a little fight in them. So I'm good. Yeah, well, I'll see if I can get them on end of the week, see if we show up. All right, appreciate it. Good morning on air. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to be the last one. And we've been steadily providing, opening up our borders. Yeah. But there's a solution to that, though. There's a solution to that. There's a solution. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, the law did not go out of effect until Biden came in and undid it. Right. And it stayed until, well, again, mm, okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. But again, though, is there anything more important than securing the borders and the sovereignty of this country? Is there anything more important than that? Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, they seem to make it. Wait a minute. They seem to make executive orders for everything they want to do, and that's fine. Then challenge it, brother. I don't know. I don't work up there. Yeah. All right. All right. And I gotta go to a break, but we'll be back right after this.
On News Radio 1440.
It's been too hard living.
Based on anyone else. So if you want to save money, you can save money. Good to know. Visit fallstate.com or call for a quote today.
The rest of your Monday is going to be cloudy but dry. Temperatures topping out in the low 70s this afternoon. It will be breezy with wind speeds 15 to 20 miles an hour and gusts occasionally over 20 miles an hour. Tonight, it will continue to be breezy. A wind advisory for most folks and some rain storms beginning late with daybreak tomorrow from the west. Rain storms from tomorrow morning and afternoon for the days. It will be dry at night. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's your first one forecast. I'm meteorologist for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery's Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, formerly known, family driven on News Radio 1440.
We'll keep you posted. Spring is here at Premier Place. Shop Kids Fashion, GNC, T-Mobile, Goodwill, and more. Premier Place in Prattville, another great McClinton Company development. Buckle up, it's the law from Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We're everywhere, on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
See, if something costs less, if people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is Medishare. Maybe put switching to Medishare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month. And that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medishare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Medicare share more than $5 billion of each other's commercials. People love having telehealth and nationwide PPO networks. So yeah, well, you can save a ton. Better. You're really happy with how you take care of your health care. If there's something forward about the business economy, you just have to you're happy with it. You can call right now. So see what you can say. It's a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's another move. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE. Housing was miserable until a friend recommended Massage. Massage offers immediate blood-sugar congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing fluid, and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Won't do the misery this cold season. Use Massage. You can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away. If you think about that, completely clean out my nasal passages from the use, figure out anything that was stopping you from breathing. Lavage will consider the way, literally consider the way, or even operate and experience the Lavage difference yourself. Lavage is available at Lavage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Lavage,
AG. Get ready to soar beyond the horizon and Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gate open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Grove. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family to a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable stand-up play. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Raiders. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
Hey y'all, this is Aaron Tippett. Being in the music business, traveling, working late doesn't do great things for my routine. But I found that staying active and making time to work out helps keep my energy where it needs to be to perform my best. No matter what you do or where you are, make time to stay in shape. You'll feel better and have the energy you need to accomplish your goals. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Let's get back to the phone right quick. It's 8:49 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Thank you. I'm fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, she might be. I'll see if I can reach out and get her up here. See if she got a set. Come up here and talk. But I don't know. But commercials are easy. Commercials are easy. Yes. Yeah. Well, you can't play. Well, it's politics. So I don't. Right. 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 Well, I haven't heard any of her commercials, so I really wouldn't know what she. I don't. I guess I don't watch much TV. I just. Are we running some of her commercial on this station? Yes. Mm, mm, mm. Right. Right. Well, wait a minute. I'm no different than anybody. I'm no different than anybody else. Everybody puts out the facts they want to put out to support their argument. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get him up here this week. I'm gonna call him up. We're gonna talk. Appreciate it. Let me take this one call. Good morning on there. I'll get him up here. I mean, no big deal. Yes. Yeah. 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 Democrat. Because they don't want to. You know? Mm. Okay. Well, this is why we don't do the callback. I give people plenty of time to get there. If they saying something interesting, I give you plenty of time to say it. Anyway, before I leave this hour, we're remiss of me to not mention this story. Um, if you do not know, Miss Daisy Fan passed at the age of 93 last week, and She claimed everybody as her own, no matter if you're black, white. Montgomery City Councilor Julie Beer said she loved you, and you always felt welcome in her home. Miss Fran, 93, died last Monday. Our funeral will be held at 11 o'clock a.m., March the 30th. And I believe that is this Friday, I believe. No, this Saturday. Yeah, I believe. And it's going to be at her church in Millbrook. As soon as I get the name of that church and the address, hopefully somebody will give it to me. 11 o'clock. She came to Montgomery from Virginia, where she was a teacher for 35 years. Montgomery later became her adopted home. As decades-long advocate of North Pass in Montgomery, she named a community. She was named community hero in September 2021. Okay, so her passing, and I've been one of her great friends, of course, was Todd Strange, and me, of course, and a few other people, Mr. Boyd, just a lot of people who knew who the McKinney, Reed McKinney, them. She had a great relationship with them. So anyway, her funeral will be on 11 o'clock this coming Saturday. If anybody wants to go, I don't know the name. I know it's right on the main road in Millbrook. As a matter of fact, I know her pastor name is Crosby. But we will. I'll get you the information, the exact address, and all that stuff between now and Friday, so people who want to go can go. Okay. But what a sweet woman and a sweet soul she was. It's at 8:55 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Pretty good. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Also, Montgomery police found a 68-year-old man's body with fatal gunshot wounds. Montgomery police and paramedics found the body of a 68-year-old man Wednesday, as a matter of fact, at about 6:28 p.m. Officers and paramedics reported to the 4,000 block of I think it's Okanee Drive, and they found fatally wounded man James Walker, who was pronounced dead, of course, at the scene. The Alabama Department of Forensic Science conducted an autopsy in Walker's body and determined that he had been had a fatal gunshot wound. If you know anything about this, you need to call 334, the secret witness line, 334-625-4000. Okay, or the department at 334-625-2831. If you know anything about this, any smidgen of anything, they always have a way of putting these things together. Okay, all right then. Now, there's also Amnesty International, and this is a case I think that needs to be talked about a little bit, not the case, but the procedure. Amnesty International and the ACLU of Alabama held a rally in Alabama last Thursday on HB 27, later marching to Governor Kay Ivey's office to submit petitions calling for clemency for an inmate currently on death row. Robin Rocky Myers was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole in 1994 to death for murder. The trial judge went over the jury and imposed a death sentence through judicial override. And I've been knowing about this case for a long time. So the jury says, well, life, but it is against the law, at least now it is, for a judge to override the jury. And evidently, in Alabama, I guess judges think that they name is God sometimes, and they can just do what the hell they want to do. That's what it is. But anyway, we can talk about a little bit of that. Judges, I don't believe they passed law saying you can't do that, but they did in '94. So they wanted to make it retroactive, so a judge can't do that. So what say you?
Good morning,
I'm Jonathan Williams with WSFA Talk News. Here's what's happening this Monday. March Madness continues with the NCAA tournament. Alabama's men's basketball team is back in the 16 grand slam last night. Alabama advanced to 16 for the 10th time overall, and the third time in the last 4 seasons under the same coach. We will face the University of North Carolina Thursday at 1 p.m. Political news now for the second time this month. Alabama lawmakers will not vote bills inside the state house because they're in spring break. Told there is a constituent work week. Bills like campus legislation, agency government, lawmakers will come. Happening this week in Memorial will set up and then the House in New York. Overlook the Alabama River of the one for coastal, soil, and floating.
WLWYAM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Donald Trump has just arrived at court in New York for an appearance in his hush money case. He's accused of fudging business records to hide payments to Stormy Daniels. CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
In New York, there is a law that says the prosecution has to turn over certain evidence in a timely manner to the defense, and if not, there could be sanctions as extreme as dismissing the charges altogether, and that's something that Trump will be arguing for today.
He's expected to ask for his April 15th trial date to be postponed. Today is also the day the former president has been ordered to come up with $454 million bond in his civil fraud case, a risk losing some of his famous properties, including Trump Tower. But CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman says seizing assets isn't easy.
It's not simply that the sheriff walks over there and says, I got a piece of paper and now this property belongs to the state of New York. The process is not simple. It is cumbersome. It is complicated.
Boeing says its embattled CEO, Dave Calhoun, will resign at the end of the year as pressure mounts to fix manufacturing problems. American Airlines Captain Dennis Tager flies a 737 MAX.
What makes that airplane safe right now are the pilots that are flying it. It sure isn't the quality of production by Boeing that senior management has initiated.
4 alleged gunmen have appeared in court in Moscow, bruised and battered after the attack on a concert hall in Moscow. It killed at least 137 people. One suspect was missing an ear. ISIS has claimed responsibility. The BBC's Steve Rosenberg.
Russian officials and pro-Kremlin commentators are continuing to promote the notion that Ukraine was somehow involved in the attack. That's something the authorities in Kiev have fiercely denied.
The UN Security Council will vote today on a new draft resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Correspondent Cami McCormick. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres.
It is absolutely essential to have a massive supply of humanitarian aid now.
He is in Jordan, which has been conducting airdrops of food along with the U.S. into Gaza. Today, the Israeli defense minister will begin a series of meetings in Washington, including one with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. A retired Supreme Court justice is weighing in a day before the High Court hears arguments on whether to roll back the availability of the abortion pill, mifepristone. In an interview with CBS News, Stephen Breyer rejects accusations about politics.
The political people desperately want to say that the judges are deciding on political basis. I don't think that's true.
He's promoting a new book. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
The weather could fool you.
Spring snow is blanketing parts of the upper Midwest. Just over a foot is on the ground in Minneapolis. This woman's in Eagle River, Wisconsin.
It's spring. This stuff should be melting. I'm trying to stay positive.
A weekend storm system that brought several inches of rain and flooding to parts of the Northeast left upwards of 2 feet of snow in parts of Maine.
I'm thrilled to see this. This is what we've been waiting for all winter. Finally get our last bit of fun.
Thousands are without power in parts of northern New England and northern New York. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
At the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C.
It is my great honor to present the 2024 Mark Twain Prize for American Humor to Kevin Hart.
I fell in love with the idea of comedy. I fell in love with the idea of comedy. Then you say, oh my God, I'm in love with something I can do for the rest of my life.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Don't cap on a cap. You choose more than 1,400 college students qualify for alcohol-related grants. Here's one student debt every year. First can account for 1/3 of these alcohol-related grants. Don't cap on the cap. Get educated today. Go to COSANCADD.org to get the facts. That's COSANCADD.org. Get the facts on the dangers of alcohol. COSANCADD.org. COSA One.
Hey kids, spring break in Montgomery and Brownsville. Just off the Atlanta Highway next to the soccer field. Let's have some fun. Good kids that road but worried that trade won't hold the crew. We've got third row units ready to go and on sale. Worried about gas prices or the cash won't get you that far. We've got gas savers ready to go, over 50 to pick from, and no payments for up to 3 months. Ready to take a break from that credit score? We've got the bank and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Are we having fun yet? Third row units ready to go. Gas savers 50 to pick from. No payments for up to 3 months. Banks and credit unions that want to say yes, yes, yes. So what about those sweet babies? Paying stations in the showroom for fun. Plus a 3-day vacation package to Myrtle Beach, Orlando with every purchase. Everyone deserves to drive a nice commuter car to a dream vacation. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all of these vacation-ready rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Take News Radio 1440 with you everywhere on your AM dial at 1440, on 95.1 HD3 on FM, through our app on the App Store, or through your Alexa or Google smart home device.
And good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, so now everybody should be strictly ensconced in their chairs. So listen, okay, I'm going to try an experiment here. See, okay, I'm trying to experiment here. I need somebody to call me while they're at work. Well, I know that I'm not, that I got some followers out there that working hard. Okay, 860-1440. Don't tell me where you work. Just say, hey, I'm at work and I'm listening and I'm loving you, brother. I'll buy you dinner sometimes later on. I'm just saying that. I'm just doing the experiment today. See whether I'm reaching the masses out there. Yeah. Okay, I'll just wait right here until the call comes. All righty then. I am feeling absolutely enthusiastic this morning. Life is good. not too enthusiastic, because I know all you gotta do is walk around the corner and all go to, Timbuktu. So, but you gotta have a great attitude about living. I just think you gotta have a sense of humor about that. You can't take everything. I am taking this presidential race kind of seriously, but not too seriously. Uh, the only time I'm going to take it real seriously if my checking account changes the next day because somebody has to give me a deposit of money. Now I sent the Trump people some money. I sent them that $10, but as I looked at it today, I need to put about $90 more with it. So all my Trump people, let's put if 74 million of us, I was corrected this morning, can send them in $100. Yeah, we'll be all right. We can get that thing done. I will say one thing. I have never seen an American citizen crucified this much. Even the communists they found in Congress, they didn't treat this bad. I'm just wondering why are they so afraid of Donald Trump? Okay, yeah, he's an egomaniac. He's somewhat narcissistic, somewhat arrogant. That's how it means. Somewhat temperamental. But for the most part, why are these people so afraid of Donald Trump? I really don't know. And it's a shame, but yeah. Okay then. Okay, I got somebody at work saying I'm listening. I can't call. I'm good. I appreciate that. I'm just checking. So why is everybody mad at Donald Trump? Okay, really? I mean, the Republicans don't like him. The Democrats don't like him. So why did 74 million people, if that's a true and accurate accounting, why did 74 million people, not so young people, I'm one of those people. I'm not stupid. But so why did we vote for a guy that nobody seems to like? The other half doesn't. Why do we do that? And here's another question I have to ask people. He's got 91 charges against him. Why do you believe that the people who support Donald Trump are not fazed by that? Well, there's got to be a logical and reasonable explanation for that because most of us don't vote for what we consider crooks. So I mean, let's have that conversation. Why do you believe people like me, okay, smart, brilliant, smartest guy on the radio, would still support a guy with 91 charges against him? Okay, why do you think I would? Seriously, I'm not mentally ill. At least not totally. I don't run a criminal enterprise. So why would I and people like me? They keep piling it on if they want to, and that just makes me go vote for it. Okay. You know what? I'm doing it. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I don't believe I've ever seen anybody this persecuted in America. A former president of the United States of this country, all because people don't like him. Congress, they lied on the guy for 4 years. For 4 years in office, they lied on him. He was in cahoots with Russia. Him and Putin were good buddies. What he'd do, he'd leave the White House every night in Air Force One, run over to Moscow, they have a game of pool, and then he'd come back to America. Okay? People bringing charges on him 40 years ago. No man in America right now is safe. If anybody can say anything they want to, that happened 35, 40 years ago, and you find yourself being brought to court. If they can't get you criminally, then they'll try to break you and take all your money. So why are people? That's why I support the guy. Because he's been screwed, glued, and tattooed, all because he's not part of the traditional Republican Party. Okay. They all thought, and I think the Clintons still got something to do with this too. They do. I mean, she never thought she could win. She could lose to Donald John Trump. No. No. Well, he's got the one thing she'll never have, no matter what happens. They'll call him Mr. President. I'm just saying, but why do you believe? And if you're one of those people who are going to vote for Trump, call me up. Why is it that you're still going to vote for him? Because even though he got all these charges, they're trying to screw the guy out of everything he ever owned. Why are you doing it? Wait, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Because I've never seen a person so persecuted in my life. But just trying to make America a better place to live. Okay. for the poor folks too. A little fun. Come on, who's this? Yeah, yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Yes. Well, I'll add that to my reasons too. Hmm. No. Mhm. Right, right. Uh-huh. Cool. Amen. Hmm. Mm. Right. It happened. I didn't have a passport then. I got one now, but yeah, they do actually. So I guess your question would be, let me succinctly put it: if you have to uh, prove that you belong here and that you're not bringing anything to the country otherwise would be illegal, then why would that the legal people can come here without having to prove anything? Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Well, my friend, there are some mysteries that only God can explain. All right, appreciate it. Good morning. Listen, I don't have any problem against gay folks. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, I'm not mad at you. Like, you do you, I do me. No problem. Good morning. Who's this? Oh, there we go. Good morning. Yes. Yeah. You can. I can hear you, but your phone still sucks. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, there, Mr. Ed, it is 9:17 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, go right ahead. Uh-huh. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I don't know who he is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, no, I can't. No, no, no. Okay, I'll do. I'll do. Yeah, yeah, not a problem. Yeah. I mean, we have two things. Right. I'm with you. You and I have two things in common. And we raise our right hand, and we both, albeit you got strike to, well, we're both non-commissioned officers in the United States military. So, we respect one another. Yeah, absolutely. That's right. Outstanding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Appreciate it. Gotta take a break right now. It is 9:20 in the morning. Yes, sir. I like it. Sounds good. Right now. I will be back. Good morning, Greg. Wherever you are in the world, I know you're somewhere, um, and we shall return.
Radio1440.com at home through your Alexa or Google smart home device. Depend on it. Radio 1440.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry. Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month. And that is huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton, make it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. If you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you can put a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can say. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51 Bible. That's 855-51 Bible. 855-51 Bible.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon. The Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the brilliant aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Rangers. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
The Lord about the surgeries he does and stuff. For me, millions of hammer cones? Yeah, and she was looking for me and time that lady had told us to come in and they started looking better. I just want people to know I got enough breath with the people power, and take most insurance. You should probably give them the phone number. 265-7585. Yeah, 265-7585. I just said that. Well, let's try it again. 265-7585. I just want you to tell them on Instagram or Montgomery in Greenville. You just did. Look us on Facebook at Greenville Pictures. How do you beat right here? No representation made as to the quality of putting effort to or as to the expertise of parents performing such services. Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's Tip for Kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. This is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed her teeth, you live to them, or talk a little about your day, and of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good relationships. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
For most of our family, symptoms feel are more abundant and least scared to any problem. If you spend time outdoors or have pets that go outside, you need to be aware of the diseases they can carry to help protect yourself and your family. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick and field-borne diseases. For more information and tips on how to protect you and your family from these pests, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov. Again, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
Sam, put your shoes on. We're headed to the doctor in 10 minutes. Okay, am I going to have to get a shot? Yes. It's time for the yearly vaccines. We have to make sure all your vaccines are up to date before you start back to school. I have to provide a record to the school. Alabama law requires children of all ages to be up to date on their immunizations before attending school. Every child needs to be vaccinated against polio, diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, also known as whooping cough, measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Cruz with Tips for Kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Did you know that TB is an infection? Luckily, cavities are largely preventable. The bacteria that cause cavities pass from parents to children, so this can be there. Take care of baby teeth as soon as they emerge by brushing them with a smooth toothpaste with fluoride. Talk with your pediatrician about your baby's oral health and take them to the dentist for additional information. Healthychildren.org.
Ultimate Sean Hannity, coherently hears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay, we are back. Good morning. Hope that they find you well. It is 9:25 in the morning. You got to be there by. If you had to be there by 9 o'clock, you're late. Don't worry about telling me you're listening to me and you just couldn't break away from the radio. I think I'll give you a pass for that. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Oh yeah, well, work, work, yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. One of my heroes. Yeah, yeah, we used to debate with who was the debate? Yeah, yeah. All right, what did I say now? Yeah, yeah. I think he had. Yeah. Now Clinton took the. Abe Lincoln said he didn't care whether or not we had slavery or not had slavery, as long as we kept the union together. Well, symbolically, they pretty much trying to do the same thing with Trump. I think, yeah, I do. I think he's been treated worse than any president I've ever seen. That's yeah. Okay. I appreciate. Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Obama's was probably bigger. It was a historical moment. Well, that's propaganda. Yeah, that's the propaganda going on there. I mean, they all do it. Yeah, well, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's been eclipsed. He's been eclipsed. I had no problem with I like William Jefferson. Matter of fact, the only thing I wish he did got a hotel room. But other than that, I ain't got anything against him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I did hear that. You know that. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So what? He got reelected. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Mhm. They did. Yeah. Yeah. They did. They did. Yeah, yeah, and I guess everybody brings their own baggage and their own likes and dislikes, and people. I mean, listen, there's things we didn't like Ronald Reagan. So, I mean, yeah, well, you know. Yeah, but to try to, right, but to try, but to try to impoverish the man because you don't like the way he handled finances, to try to take his property, to tell him what his property was. Nobody's complaining about this, but that woman up there in New York. Nobody. Okay. Well, then, but Trump is going to be the worst when he end up broke. You know, he did. No, he did. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, well, he might trick us later on today and just pay the money. Listen, yeah, I won't. Yeah, yeah, well, I won't. I wasn't thinking at that particular moment. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Well, I hope. Well, I hope he does. Mm-hmm. Now, I think that's an interesting question. You know, one of the things I think one of the things that Haitian people are I think people kind of scared of Haitian people because of voodoo. Because of voodoo. I don't think it's color. The culture. I think it's culture. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not. What do they do? I'll reach out to some of the colleges. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, yeah, I mean, I think I know a lot, at least in some. I think it's culture. Yeah. Well, I'll see if I can find somebody in Montgomery from Haitian. Get it on. Yeah. I do that. Well, I can do that too. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm glad you gave me some ideas. I'll do that. Matter of fact, appreciate it. I'll do that. I'll find somebody over there. Good morning on there. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Now we got the Navy folks putting in that line too. Now don't get me wrong. Good morning on there. Fine, fine. Yeah, still on top of the ground. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. I don't think there's a comparison. Yeah, yeah, I don't think there's a comparison whatsoever. I think there's no comparison whatsoever. I think the guy doesn't know where he is most of the time. It's intellect. Yeah, yeah. I just no, he's not. No, he's not. Yeah, it's not him. Another 4 years and he'll be 90 something years old. I no. No. Yeah, that's yeah. I can't either. Yeah. Well, I don't know, voting third party. I mean, but voting third party. It, yeah, yeah. I voted for Ross. That's the first time I ever voted for president of Ross Perot. But we'll see. I know. I don't know, brother, but hey, that's a Democrat mentality. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Appreciate it. All right, you too. Good money on there. Yes. Turn that down, whatever that is. Okay. One. Yeah. Well, we do have term limits already. Mm. Well, as a matter of fact, I think they endorsed him the other day. I believe endorsed figures the other day. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what he is. No, I reached out and touched him. So his wife knows. She's supposed to tell him. Yeah. wait. I'm gonna disagree with you. I think Steven is pretty much his own man. I mean, I don't give him philosophical on everything, but I think he's standing his own 2 feet. I'm gonna give him credit for that. We don't have to agree, but like I don't have to agree with you. So, yeah, I ain't never voted on name recognition. But I looked at everybody on the ballot and picked who I thought was right. But everybody should do that. But all legacy is not bad. It's not bad to have a dad who's accomplished and did things politically, and you're in the political game. And I think, listen, I think the guy's been doing an okay job. I don't agree with everything, but yeah, okay, all right then. Let me take the call. Got to take my last break. But everybody should kind of their opinion. Appreciate it. Good morning. I don't. I, yeah, yeah. Again, I don't know. Let me take the call. Ooh, good morning. Who's this? Yeah, we we pretty, yeah, we pretty much do. I'm taking one more call before I take my break. All right, turn that down. Good morning. All right then. There you go. Got to take a break. We'll be back. Uno momento. Yeah, okay. I don't have a problem with legacy. People follow behind their parents. As long as they do, as long as they get off, they do. I think Stephen Reed stands on his own feet. I don't agree with him on a lot of things, but you don't agree with me either. But I am the mayor of the area, not the mayor of the city. So him and I get together once in a while. We have a conversation. Okay, we'll be back. If if I can get him to stay in the city long enough, we'll talk again. I'll be back. Is it my imagination, or is it just a thought? It seems that the weekend days go by faster than the work days. I can, I mean, it just Friday was just Friday, and now it's Monday, so the weekend's already gone. So, is it my imagination, or do weekend days go by faster than regular days? I know they both got 24 hours in them. Each day has 24 hours in it. But I tell you, I'm going to have to do some investigation in that. We need to figure out a way to make weekend days last longer. Four-star general, United States Army, gets suspended. According to the news, the U.S. Army recently suspended a four-star general after documents revealed, that he allegedly meddled with the military branch's command assessment program. Now, I don't really find, General Charles Hamilton is accused of abusing his position. I really don't find that wrong. He made a phone call. He said, I think this guy right here deserves to be promoted. What's wrong with that? He got 4 stars. Hey, I don't get that. I just don't get that. I mean, hell, I've got on the phone when I was stationed overseas and called DA, Department of the Army, and say, hey, can I go here? Can I go there? Can I go here? I've done that. I ended up in Hawaii, actually, to tell you the truth. I called them and said, listen, I'm about ready to get out, or whatever the case may be, but can you get me a slot over in Hawaii? And they said, yeah, we do that. So, orders came out. Well, and then next thing I know, I'm headed off to the Aloha State. Of course, now, they didn't ask me about going to Europe and a couple other places. They didn't ask me about that. They just, put it on the brother. So I left the Ranger Battalion, and then the next thing I know, I don't know if Colonel Downey called anybody or not. General, or later came General calls if I ticked them off or not. But the next thing I know, when I left the battalion, I was headed to Europe. So I probably ticked off a few people over there. I didn't mean to. I just hated cooking. It was a job that sucked. So I had to go. But I enjoyed being in the battalion, though. But the cooking job just wasn't for me. I still think that recruiter lied to me by the time that's the only job you can get that day, 1977, whatever that was. Anyway, I enjoyed my time there. When I had to leave, they said, "Okay, you can leave." I figured I'm going. On post somewhere. I figured I'm going on leave someplace, some late unit. And I did go for about a month. Then next thing I know, orders came down to Europe. Bomb holder Germany. I said, come on, I don't know what a bomb holder is. I'd never been overseas. I had never been overseas at that time. I've been good. Well, I had never been overseas to be stationed there. I would go to Korea and places like that for training with the battalion. But I didn't think they'd stick it to a brother like that. Bomb holder Germany. You ever been there? If you've never been to bomb holder Germany, if you want to see grown men cry, watch them get off the plane and the man said, you're going to bomb holder. Yeah, they'll break down crying right then and there. No matter, they can have all kind of stars on them. Bomb holder was a miserable place. I'm telling you. But I made it through. Good morning. You can always tell when he gets close to it again. Well, then, I don't know why y'all did it. I got my hand on the button there. I know. Yeah. The word, I don't know. Anyway, let me see. So we need to, this guy named Robin Rocky Myers was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole in 1994. There is some concern about whether or not he actually did it. So the trial judge, though, went over the jury and imposed a death sentence through judicial override. And I'm going to have to get these guys on the line, on the phone, because I need to have a conversation with them about this. Okay? But I think that if the jury who's in receipt of all the facts, if they think that he should spend the rest of his life in jail, that's one thing. But then it's been said that he knew the woman and he always went to her house, and they don't think he did. So if there's any doubt whatsoever, why are we going to put him to death? When you just put a guy, you can always pay him for his time if you screwed him over, but you can't never bring him back. Okay? And again, for some reason, we cannot get off the conversation of the Prattville Library Director. Listen, make sure that you don't have them pornographic books in the open for young folks who want to and get them. What if you want to give a biology class, then send them to the biology class over there and let them look at it. Okay, what's the problem here? And the one guy who's in charge of the board over there in but what's his name? I know he owns a carpet company or a floor company, something like that. And I'm gonna see if I can get him on one more. Although he don't advertise. I want to talk to him. So anyway, that's about my time for the day. But what is that guy's name over there? He runs the. He's got a carpet company that we have. We have good advertising. Let me see. Him. What's the last name? But he's always advertising it. Maybe that's advertising. I don't know. I'll figure out who it is. But I like the way he thinks. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Oh, yeah, wait, that's it. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, then. I knew somebody out there knew. I got to go. Time's up. But them weekends do go by. Okay, I'm just saying. They go by. I don't know where they be going. All right, time for breakfast. Rich and bacon. We'll see.
SFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Williams of WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. March Madness continues with the NCAA tournament. And Alabama's new basketball team is now back in the team Grand Canyon last night. Alabama advanced to the
Grand Canyon, never heard of it.
The third time the season under the current coach. We will host the University of North Carolina Thursday in North. Political news now for the second time this month. Alabama lawmakers will not debate bills inside the state house because they're on spring break. And we're told because the constituent diversity bills like campus legislation still need to be addressed. Lawmakers return. Happening this week, a new memorial is set to open in downtown Atlanta that honors the millions of enslaved people. The Freedom Monument Sculpture Park is overlooking the Amazon River, a primary route for trafficking, selling, and trading enslaved people. It's set to open. As Williams more
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM.
Is CBS News on the hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. Donald Trump back in court. A witch hunt, a hoax, terms he's used before. Today it's the New York hush money case, and a judge is deciding when that trial will begin. CBS's Errol Barnett says records from a previous investigation could slow things down.
The state judge overseeing the trial, Ron Merchant, has said he now wants to get in front of both legal teams, see who's to blame for this such late disclosure, and then likely delay the trial by some 30 days. Team Trump says this is evidence of prosecutorial misconduct. They say the entire case should be dismissed or